We were on the edge of our seats yesterday in the game against Sheffield United as we somehow managed to squeeze a point out of that game. Remarkably, Jorginho with 12 goals is the league's leading goal scorer so far. 12 goals in 10 games from Jorginho in midfield. Chelsea are destroying 31 goals in 10 games. Jorginho is on a one-man mission, apparently. We are a one-man team right now as well. Jarrod Bowen is picking up almost all of my goals. Today we start with Manchester City, so quite difficult. Then it's Forest at home and Newcastle away. Oh, really, every game, it was a busy month actually of December and a difficult month. Man United, Arsenal and Chelsea all within 10 days of each other. Wonderful, can't wait for that. And January has Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City in it as well. Well, let's see how we got on against City in this first game. Where were they in the league at a glance? Fourth. Only 7 goals conceded, and they're scoring freely, and we're conceding freely. Doesn't look good for me in the first game, but very important second game against Nottingham Forest could be particularly fruitful for us if we're able to get 3 points there. Take Engel out and put Stuart Dallas onto the bench just for the suspended Luke Ayling. Tyler Roberts could be back too. We'll add him onto the bench. Right, let's see what we can do against City. It'd be good to get Tyler Roberts back in some first team football. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Please make sure that we hit 1,000 likes again. You guys are smashing the support for this series, and hopefully we can pick up some more points today. Are City going to underestimate us with a weak side? Edison in goal. Herrera, Tarkowski, Laporte and Angelino. Unfamiliar wingbacks. Eggerstein, Fernandinho even, and De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva, Jesus and Sterling. On the bench, Gundogan, Miranchuk, Sané. Not a massively strong bench for City. And I'm not sure about either of their wing-backs either. Front three is going to be dangerous though. And with De Bruyne supplying them, the best central midfielder in the world, we are still going to have our work cut out. Trying to set Marriott away. Shows good footwork to keep away from the man there. Phillips will sweep this out wide. We conceded an early goal in each of yesterday's 3 games, conceding inside the opening 15 minutes on every single occasion. I'd like to avoid that today, although to be fair you can kind of understand if we do concede early doors against City. Jack Clark trying to squeeze it through, trying to score an early goal of my own on this occasion. But it's not going to work. Surely he's not going to keep that in, Sterling. No, he's not. He might be quick, but he isn't that quick. Jesus. Driving around the corner, still into the box. Jesus, good save, Gazzaniga. Did get slightly worried, to be completely honest, with those the way near post shots have gone in so far this year on FIFA 20. But thankfully, Gazzaniga reacts well enough there. That's the sort of thing that Kiko Kazir would have conceded last year. Win that header, or Tarkowski did, but Gazzaniga does well to dive down and keep it out. Certainly been worth the fee so far. Paulo Gazzaniga, Fernandinho into De Bruyne. Jesus. Stick with the runners, please, lads. That's all I ask. They are very, very good with their movement, Manchester City. That's a foul. They'll take the advantage, though. De Bruyne will turn. Cooper intercepts. Just loses out the physical encounter, and then we get a block on De Bruyne's follow-up shot. City been good so far. It's a terrible pass. It was an easy ball down the line to Alioski there. Nice tackle by Jarrod Bowen. If he's not scoring goals, he's preventing the opposition from doing the same. Another terrible pass. It was meant for Calvin Phillips. And this one, given away as well. But, I mean, we're 0-0 at half-time. Or as we approach half-time. Let's not get too carried away. So we've defended actually really well in this game. I haven't yet done anything going that way yet. Time will tell as to whether we are actually going to stand any chance of scoring a goal against this City side. But so far, so good from a defensive standpoint. De Bruyne driving inside. Here's Eggerstein. There is still opportunities here, but time is running out. Seconds ticking down, and the referee might just blow his whistle now. Unless the cross comes in. It's going to have to come in now. It does, and we'll clear it. That'll do, ref. That'll do, ref. That'll do, ref. 0-0 at half-time. We're defending well here, and I haven't been able to say that very often this season. Click. To Bowen. Across to Calvin. Oh, Jack. Marriott's touch was very heavy there, but somehow manages to stay away. Bowen. Marriott. Oh! My first chance of the game. And I did have Alioski free on the far side. Oh, wow, that was actually really bad from Jack Marriott. Didn't quite realise he'd missed by that bigger margin. Must do better, Jack. Must do better. It's Alioski. Herrera will get there first. Here's Bernardo. Back to Herrera again. I don't know anything about him. I don't know whether he's quick. I don't know whether he's right or left-footed. Oh, nicely done by De Bruyne. Sterling across the middle. And very nearly a very Manchester City-style goal. Did it again. Mateusz Klich steps in well. I'll bring Forshaw on there. And I'm going to bring Tyler Roberts on. Let's give him a go in at Cam. It's where he'll start. Jared Bowen has been a great source of goals for me in that central area. But hopefully Tyler Roberts can offer something similar. And Bowen can still continue to have a big effect. Solid challenge that from De Bruyne. I think that was a fair one, to be fair. Calvin Phillips not happy about it. It's just a yellow card, I would imagine, for De Bruyne. He won the ball, I thought. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Right, 2 changes for me. A single change for them. Gundogan on for Eggestein. Phillips, Bowen, Roberts all nicely through the gap to Bowen. Tyler Roberts. Oh, this would be one hell of an impact. Tyler Roberts back from injury. What a block from Angelino. That's incredible. I want to see a replay of that. That is destined for the back of the net. He stands right in front of his keeper, who might not have gotten there, to be fair. Hell of a block. Bowen with the delivery. That's good. And, oh, De Bruyne, I think, actually, that was that headed that behind. 25 minutes to go. We're having a strong second half so far. Can we get on the end of that? Not necessarily. Alioski wins that well. It's Adam Forshaw. Oh, if I brought Forshaw on instead of... I'm an idiot. I meant to bring on Jamie Shackleton. I'd have brought on Adam Forshaw. I'll bring on Jamie Shackleton now. What a moron. Well done, Ches. Oh, what was that, Adam? That was woeful from Adam Forshaw. It very nearly cost us a goal. It was such an easy pass to play. I don't understand how he's messed that up. Bernardo Silva will deliver the corner. Sterling's going to come short for it, but they won't use him. Whip towards the near post. Tyler Roberts heads away. Jesus to Sterling. Laporte to Sterling again. Oh, around the corner nicely. Gundogan, he's got options in the middle. Do not foul them. Do not give away a penalty. Oh, I'll have that though. Thank you. Adam Forshaw steps in well and then gives it away immediately. That was a very kind fall of the ball. Marriott across to Alioski. And we'll see how fast Herrera is. Alioski driving well. Oh, good tackle. Oh, and he couldn't stay on his feet. Win that. Well up, Danny. Tyler Roberts pulls that back. Forshaw through the gap. Jack Marriott tries to step away from the defender and can't. Alioski still down on the floor after being hurt in a challenge earlier on. Sterling's kept that in brilliantly. Now Ryan Fredericks trying to close him down. He's back on his feet. He's just getting back towards the play now, Alioski. It's typical. Just as I get Tyler Roberts back, Alioski might now be out injured for a little while. We should get Joe Riedewald back sooner rather than later as well. Do not concede now. Thank you, Jamie Shackleton. Marriott. Come on. Don't ref. Do not referee. Do not referee. Tyler Roberts. Tyler Roberts. Tyler Roberts. Ederson. A 0-0 draw against Manchester City. But wow, could it have been different? Ah! Ah! Unbelievable. Ederson is one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and that is exactly why. What a win it would have been. Still happy with the point, and especially the clean sheet. Both teams played well, I think. They didn't really deserve to lose, but I could have snuck it there at the end. Our defence deserves praise. First clean sheet in like 5 games. Last time we got a clean sheet was against Crystal Palace. We got a 1-0 win on that occasion. Tarkowski was very good. He's a good player. But whether he's good enough for Manchester City, I'm not sure. Aymeric Laporte certainly is, obviously. We're not on track, say the boss, youth development. Don't really care about youth development, though. Not right now. It's going to be a 3rd or 4th season thing where youth development becomes important, or when we're in the lower league RTG with Cambridge United. in the series after this, the series after the one that's after this one, if you know what I mean. So the Cambridge United series won't be next; it will be after the one that's after this one. But that's a little way off yet. Let's concentrate on what we've got going on here. What we have going on here is a 13th placed position in the Premier League, with a game on the horizon against Nottingham Forest, which is absolutely huge, because Forest are a side, oh, yes, at the bottom. I thought for a minute they hadn't gone there. Couldn't see their badge. They haven't yet won a game. Well, you know what's going to happen now then, don't you? Right, Forest 11. Muric in goal. Matty Cash, Rodriguez, Abraham and Ribeiro. 4-2-3 on mirroring my formation. Claudio Jacob is a name I haven't seen for a while. Jed Wallace, Thiago Silva as well. Carvalho and Lewis Grabban up top. They were the side that ran away with the championship title last season, Nottingham Forest, but they seem to be running away with 20th place so far this year in the Premier League. Not a good season for them. Tyler Roberts into the starting lineup again for the first time since injury, and Jamie Shackleton now starts alongside Calvin Phillips ahead of Mateusz Klich. Getting a little bit more adventurous with my lineup now. Klich was in there just for some extra physicality alongside Calvin Phillips. I'm going to try and be a bit more creative with the ability of Jamie Shackleton and, of course, the extra pace as well. Ryan Fredericks is no slouch himself from right back, and hopefully I'll draw the defender towards me, and then we can set Jared Bowen away. I'm not sure how effective Bowen will be from a wide area now. I've brought Che Adams back into the starting lineup. We are, what, 12 games into the Premier League season, and I am yet to get a goal in the Premier League with a striker. It's not happened yet. Che Adams or Jack Marriott, neither of them have scored a goal in the Premier League this year. Can't quite believe that. Today might well be the day. Carvalho. So where he's going to go here. Through that gap nicely to Thiago Silva. Shackleton trying to shadow him and doing so well. Here's Ribeiro. Thiago Silva again. Ryan Fredericks with him. It's good footwork. Great footwork from Thiago. He's still going. Back to So. Thiago Silva! Good save. Ah. Well, that fell straight to Lewis Grabban, didn't it? I thought the defender was going to get to that. I wasn't even aware that Lewis Grabban was there. I was just looking at Danny Rose. Right, 1-0 Forest then. Great start, Ches. And then to Matty Cash. Back to Thiago Silva. Created their first goal. Looking to be even more creative in their second. But he shoots wide. Defender just bounced off him there. It was really strong from the little man. Half an hour in. Yet to really create a proper chance so far. I'm wondering if maybe I could use Tyler Roberts at striker and keep Jared Bowen central. It's certainly an option. But we're going to try desperately to get Che Adams a goal now. I really do need my strikers to start scoring. A lot of defenders back here for Forest. It's working well for them. Interceptions have been bane of my life trying to build moves against Forest here. They've been so very good at cutting things out. And they're tricky to deal with going the other way as well. Matty Cash has got options here. And they have a second just before half-time, Nottingham Forest. I told you, they've not won at all in the opening third of the season. As soon as they play me, they'll get themselves a solid victory. Typical. Samba Sow with his first goal of the season. Across to Calvin Phillips. Forest have had more possession than me and significantly more possession than me, and that's been my problem. A number of times this season, we've had a lot of the ball, but just haven't been able to break down the opposition. On this occasion, I haven't even been able to get the ball off them when they've been in possession to try and break them down in the first place. Such a difficult game. This has been one of the hardest games of the season so far. And Forest are bottom and haven't won a game all year. Go on, Shay. Oh, trying to get past Rodriguez, but rock solid at the back as ever in this game, Nottingham Forest. So difficult. Not the best of clearances. Can Fredericks get to that first? He can. He's been really good, actually, Ryan Fredericks. I'll give him his dues. You guys gave me a really good suggestion there. Oh, trying to turn the defender with Adams, and that's not worked either. I'm going to have to call on substitutes. Danny Rose is shattered. I'm going to have to change the instructions as well to stay back whilst attacking once we get out of this game, because it's just not worked. I'm going to bring Jack Clark on and move Jared Bowen central again. See if we can't get a goal or two from him through the middle. We've had a couple of 2-goal. Oh, what a save! No! Catch, 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 catch! Oh, God. We've had a couple of 2-goal turnarounds or comebacks so far this season. And I need another one here. And how Gazzaniga has kept that out, I'm not sure. Flashbacks to the playoff final last year and Kiko Casilla keeping out something very similar to keep us in a 1-0 lead on that occasion. That save this time was just to keep us in the game. Lovely ball by Bowen, though, out to Jack Clark, who takes it in his stride really well. Bowen's the first man to get involved in the follow-up as well. And Jack Clark just doesn't have the strength to get past the man. I really need to get myself someone that is rapid. I've got players that are quite quick, but I haven't got players that are electric quick. I need Ryan Kent, I think, or someone of his like. And that's what we'll try and do in January. James Milner will come as well, and he'll hopefully help our midfield win that. Oh, come on, jeez. 15 minutes to go. I'd given up by this point against Sheffield United, and we actually were able to get ourselves a point. But we were at least creating chances in that game. I can't even keep possession in this one. Ribeiro. That's back nicely. Inside to... So... Jesus! Where has that come from? What a rocket! Get to that, Calvin. Oh, come on. Oh, my God. Chaloba, if that goes in as... Or comes off the woodwork as well. It's going to be defeat here against Nottingham Forest. I guess at some point, they had to get their first victory of the season. It just so happens to have come against me. And in quite dominating fashion as well. Of the two sides that just put in those performances... Judging by those match facts, which side would you say is bottom of the table without a win this season? And which of the two would you say just got a goalless draw away from home against Manchester City? Help me. Well, you win some, you lose some. And we've lost one there. Luke Ayling is going to leave. This should motivate him, hopefully. But he's going to leave us, so it doesn't matter. We're looking forward. I don't want to dwell on that. I want to move away from that game as quickly as possible. Not going to be drawn into mind games. That's how things can start to spiral downwards. If you start getting caught up in the media, we want to concentrate on our football and ensure that we get some results. We're still 14th, so we're still not doing that bad. Now, what I do want to do is adjust the instructions. Danny Rose, stay back whilst attacking. Fredericks, the same, because they were dead on their feet in that last game. Oh, I can't remember who the third and final game of the episode is against off the top of my head. But whoever it is against, we shall head to it now. It's Newcastle away was the next game. 5 at the back for them as well. Yedlin, Scher, Diaz, Clark and Ritchie. Almiron, Hayden, Longstaff, Sean and Alan Saint-Maximin with Joe Linton up top. Now initially, I'm not that scared of Joe Linton, but Alan Saint-Maximin and Miguel Almiron really do threaten out wide. And then obviously 5 at the back is going to be difficult to break down. We've had a tendency recently to average 4 points an episode. We've only gotten 1 so far today. So that means that this must be a win, right? That's how that works. I hope so. Almiron. That's the back heel to DeAndre Edlin. They're concentrating on the top of the table. What a challenge. Where on earth has a tackle of that quality come from? Miguel Almiron. Oh, it's a good ball in too. And, well, dominating header at the back post. I thought Fredericks was going to at least challenge for that. But Alan Saint-Maximin has buried it. Almost as if the defender wasn't even there. What a header. Keeper can only stand and stare. I felt like I was standing and staring. 1-0 Newcastle in the 9th minute. We keep conceding early. And I don't know why. Isaac Hayden driving really well. Oh, that was a lovely flick. A lot of power on that as well, weirdly. Joelinton with a nice turn. Shackleton with him. Shackleton not with him. Joelinton has gone. Thankfully, he's overrun it. Fredericks will get rid of this. I've moved Jared Bowen back central. And I moved Shea Adams out wide on the right to then put Tyler Roberts at at striker. Jared Bowen has been my main source of goals this season. And I moved him out wide to facilitate the return of Tyler Roberts. And we didn't score against City and didn't even have a single chance against Nottingham Forest. So I think that's safe to say Jared Bowen needs to play in a central position if we're going to be scoring goals in this team. I think that is easier. One of the easiest things we've been able to decipher about our team so far. Hold on, Almiron. He's run straight off the pitch there. Can Tyler Roberts play out wide? That's one thing I'm curious of. Apparently not. No. Okay, that's fine. We'll continue to play him at striker, and hopefully he can have the effect that we need. Long stuff. Down the line to Saint-Maximin. Adams in the way, though. The pass was not able to find its recipient. Or Longstaff. I had to hurdle over Longstaff, who was on the floor, and that very nearly stopped me from getting the ball away. Right. Shea Adams. On the counter we go. Jared Bowen. Alioski is the obvious. And he doesn't have the ball anymore. No, he does. Oh, lovely turn. Exactly what I wanted there, but never mind. Give it back to Alioski. Eventually lets me take control of the ball with him. And space here for Jared Bowen. And again for Jamie Shackleton. It's well blocked. Well, at least we've created a chance in this game now. But unfortunately, still no goal. Adams trying to step away from the defender. And doing well. Come on. Shackleton. Forward to Tyler Roberts again. That's a nice turn. Shea Adams. Oh! Saved by the keeper. Still no goal for a striker in a Leeds United shirt this season. Shackleton brings that down. Oh, it's Ben White. Why does it have to be a centre-back that it falls to? Calvin Phillips. Here's Alioski. In the middle, Tyler Roberts. Tyler Roberts! Can't get his shot away. Win that header, please. Oh, Joel Linton versus Jamie Shackleton is never going to be one that Jamie wins. But we're 1-0 down at half-time, but fighting back. Nice tackle by Alioski. Bowen is in some space. Tyler Roberts is there. Just keep hold of it. Don't rush a pass and misplace it and lose possession. Oh, I didn't misplace it. I still lost bloody possession. For crying out loud. Oh. See, on this occasion, I have had more of the ball. Against Forest, they dominated the possession and I just wasn't able to create at all. In this one, I'm having enough of the ball to create chances. Oh, ref, that's a foul. I just still can't score. Should be a yellow card for the defender and is. I don't have a free kick specialist. So I'm probably going to have to pass this off. Jared Bowen probably has the best free kicks in the side. Well, why? I'll give it a go. We'll try and time it. Oh! It dipped just at the right time. But unfortunately for me, Dubravka was right behind it. That was a very good free kick. Your 6 seconds are up there. Thank you, Martin. Thank you. Here's Isaac Hayden. Stepping away from me. Through to Joel Linton. Oh, Gazzaniga saves it. He's near post. He's furious with the defenders, but very good stop. That's what we bought him for. To stop the efforts that we were conceding last season. Ruben Diaz. Here's Key. Don't let him shoot from distance, for crying out loud. Long stuff around the corner. Keeper's going to come, and he's smothered it well. Calvin Phillips, get that forward there to Fredericks. And on the counter-attack, the right back could set something up. Move for me, Jared. He's done well. No, he doesn't have any other options out wide. Around the corner there is Calvin Phillips. Short there is Shackleton. Alioski through to Tyler Roberts well. Turns away nicely. Holds off the defender really well. Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen still. No, I just can't. I can't do it. There's no point just shooting for the sake of shooting from distance because it's just not going to win. Not going to go in. Oh. 20 minutes to go. Almiron. He could be a good player for me, actually, Miguel Almiron. Someone we could consider in a future season, maybe. Key gets that off the defender. Alioski, Almiron, Longstaff, 2-0, game over. We're in a slump of form. We were playing really well the past 2 or 3 episodes, but today we've fallen off a cliff a little bit. Conceding goals left, right and centre and not scoring them at all. And that was what I was worried about. When Jared Bowen I think I mentioned it in yesterday's episode. When Jared Bowen stopped scoring goals, we were going to be in trouble because I'm not getting them from anyone else. Bowen involved again here. Through to Tyler Roberts. Shea Adams. Oh, he's done it! Shea Adams with a goal for Leeds United. It may have taken 15 or 16 games, but we finally have a goal from a striker in the Premier League. And this game is not over. Shades of Sheffield United. Can we do it again? Almiron, tackled by Adams. He's having a good 5-minute spell here, Shea Adams. Alioski's not long for the bench, but could still be involved. Roberts forward to Bowen. Roberts is arriving again. Tyler Roberts. Jared Bowen. Tyler Roberts. No, please! Oh, I can't get there. Oh, I thought that was the moment. I thought we were going to do it. I'm making 2 more changes. Bringing on Joe Riedewald in midfield. And then Jack Marriott on the right-hand side, moving Shea Adams up top. Alioski, is going off. And Tyler Roberts is going on to the left-hand side where he was. Here's Jamie Shackleton now. It's just so many Newcastle defenders back there. I'm not really too sure where to go. Quick 1-2. Poorly placed 1-2, unfortunately. Oh, Longstaff with an immediate tackle as soon as I put a foot in there. And that's going to be game over. We fought hard here against Newcastle. We didn't fight. Well, I felt like I fought hard against Forest, but we just didn't have anything. And Matt Ritchie used to take the piss out of me now on this right-hand side. Newcastle are going to... Oh, Jesus. Newcastle are going to get the victory. And we are going to lose. Just a point from today's episode. Frustrating. At least we finally scored, and with a striker too, but it was too little too late, unfortunately. We're gonna go through patches of form like this in the league. We just have to keep our heads held high and believe that we can turn it around. A difficult game today. The players seem to be lacking in confidence. Our confidence is solid enough. I have to try my best to keep confidence high. Newcastle was just 1 behind at half-time. Despite having plenty of time, you failed to find the equaliser. Why is that? We can and should do better. We know we can do better. We certainly should do better. Almiron was a very good player for them. He's a really good player. I mentioned in a highlight that he's someone I would consider signing. And he was very, very good for Newcastle there. Thankfully, it hasn't affected our league position. But still, we stay 4 points above the drop. 13 games played in the league so far. 1 goal from a striker and only 11 in the 13 all told. 20 goals conceded. We're not scoring enough. That's our problem right now. I think it might be time to sell both Jack Marriott and Patrick Bamford and sign another striker in January. But what I could do is try and get the Milner deal done now. I'm going to do that and get that done for when he joins. 7.9 to 10.4. Okay. We could be able to get... I'm not going to let this fall through. Not a player swap. But he's not as expensive as he was earlier on in the season. Apparently. But Jurgen Klopp still wants his 11 million. I'm not giving you 11 million for him. It's just a waste of money to pay that sort of money for a 34-year-old. Jesus Christ, Jurgen. Why are you such a dick to negotiate with? 10.5. Fine. Oh, I do not like Jurgen Klopp when it comes to transfer negotiations. Now, what's he on a week? 71,000. You would imagine he'd take a wage drop to come from Liverpool to Leeds. We'll see what happens. He wants a crucial squad role, though. I'm quite happy to give him that. Doesn't matter what sort of contract I give him. He's not going to be playing too much longer than a year and a half anyway. No release clause. 60 grand a week. It's a lot, but we are going to be having a few players move on in January, so we should be able to afford. Right, James Milner will join us in January. That deal is getting done. I need Jared Bowen in a central role. I can't afford anything else. Jared Bowen needs to play in the centre for me if we're to score goals. I think, in fact, I'm pretty sure, I'm going to add Patrick Bamford to the transfer list. Edmondson is already on the loan list. Jack Marriott to the transfer list. They did their job for us last season, but I need them to go now. And I need to bring in someone else. I also need to negotiate a number of deals here. So I'll do that off camera, and I'll see you tomorrow when we head into the month of December, which is very busy. And we could really do with a decent Christmas period. We'll wait and see if we get it. I'll see you then.